Hello everybody, it's Joanna here, Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for tuning in. These are going to be your general readings for the month of April 2017. And just like before, I have a slight change again in the way I did it. And Spirit keeps me on my toes. And I just think it's exciting that every month they ask me to do something different. So I think you'll enjoy it because I'm actually separating the reading into different categories. So what I have done in this month of April, I am using only major arcana cards as the overall energy for the month, and then I'm also using the chakra cards to see what chakra will be affected in April. For the remaining of the reading, I have separated them into three categories: love, relationships, money, career, and health. And then I'm using my soul cards so that you can get a feeling of what you get, which you guys really liked last time. And then I give you my interpretation. Now, the month of April seems to be interesting. I actually did the readings over three weeks or so I don't remember all of them. They tend to be a little bit longer this month than last month, and I'm not sure why that's happening. So I'm going to try to keep a lid on it, because sometimes if they get too long, then it gets a little bit boring. But what I wanted to say is this: if some information doesn't relate to you to relationships, maybe the information will connect with you with regards to money or health. So that's why I separated them, because lots of people want to hear different categories, and having them separated, I thought it was actually a great idea when my guide decided that we should do this. And I think next month I'm going to be using different cards again. So I'm keeping it interesting, and I hope you like all the different ways that I do this. It's different and it's kind of exciting, and you never know what to expect. So it certainly keeps me on my toes, and I hope that you enjoy it. I don't think there's anything else other than please tune into my radio show. If you would like to go and to my website and sign up for the newsletter, I will be sending out information with the show dates and also when free readings will take place. So go ahead, sign up, and I will send that to you. And I think that's all I have. So I hope you enjoy them. And of course, please, if you would like a private reading, you can check with me. That information is down below for you. And those are general readings here. So they will not apply to all of you, but they will apply to those who are meant to hear it. And without further ado, also please check out Vimeo videos if you would like for more extended readings. And I think that's all I have. See you in May. Enjoy April, and talk to you soon. Without further ado, let's get going. Hello, Taurus. This is going to be your general reading for the month of April 2017. For those of you who have your birthday in April, happy birthday. When I was meditating on you and looking for the overall energy card, I kept hearing the word celebration, celebrate, recognition, celebrate and recognition. So there's very much an energy of celebration and the word recognition coming along with it. I also felt your chakra that will be affected or has a play in the recognition is your throat chakra. So we'll see actually what the card is, but there is definitely a feel of recognition and celebration around the way you communicate, what you communicate, or how you choose to express. There's definite feel of that, and it doesn't have to be with work necessarily. It could be a hobby, it could be anything, but there is a definitely celebratory energy here. And I'm also seeing the birthday kick. So obviously for those of you who have birthday in April, like I do, you know, there will be celebration to have your birthday. So let's see what the actual card is with regards to the overall energy for the month of April. And we have the card called Sacrifice, and it was shown to me in reverse. So this is the Hangman in a traditional tarot deck. Okay, I don't read cards, you guys know. I actually, for some reason, it's really hard for me to read cards. I guess I'm not supposed to read cards the way they're meant to be read. So I just use my own way of doing it. But the card is shown to me in reverse. So I'm going to ask my guide why this is, what this means. what I hear is choose to celebrate your differences. Now, now this is supposed to be an overall energy. And he says, choose to celebrate your differences. It feels to me, again, the word distinguished comes with it. There's the energy here, I'm trying to ask him what the words are. You are learning how to celebrate your individuality. Beautifully put. Thank you. Me, you, whoever is watching, the month of April is going to be potentially very, again, celebratory, not only because of a birthday for those of you who have it in April, but because the way you've come to a point, or you will come to a point, where you will accept, understand, embrace your uniqueness and your individuality, rather than trying to either fight it or compare it with somebody else. Now, that in itself is tremendous, because we often compare ourselves to others, and often with comparison we feel worse, not better. Some feel better, but there's judgment with it. So what's being implied here is that there is an energy of acceptance in the month of April. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Accept your differences, celebrate your differences. So that's actually very beautiful. And I'm seeing the number 3 with this card. Now, 1 and 2 is 3. 3 can stand for March, but also 3 to me signifies collaborations, coming together with others, celebrations, celebrating, harmony, expansion. When one is accepting of oneself, there is most definitely an energy of harmony within. The more we accept ourselves, the more at peace we are with ourselves, and the more harmonious we feel, which is very apropos for expansion. Okay, so that's actually beautiful. Now, the area or the chakra that will be most affected in the month of April is the third eye. So this is all about the psychic vision. Okay, now, am I saying that all of you are psychics? Yes, actually I am, because we all are. We all have sixth sense. We all have the ability to perceive outside of our 5 senses. So yes, we are absolutely all psychics. But what this is saying here is that your ability to create based on what you can envision. Okay, so whatever is happening in the month of April, there is huge component here of acceptance what is, but more importantly, acceptance of who you are. And once we have more peace, it is a lot easier then to envision what it is that we want using our sixth sense or whatever it is. I also hear the words, your actions are divinely guided. Whether it is career, health, relationships, which we will cover, your actions are divinely guided. There's a little bit more here. He's showing me, my guide is giving me, this is a metaphor, the world. He has his hands and he's handing it to me. And when I see it, I go, is it possible? And the message here is, the world is available to you, or you have everything, anything is possible. And here it is. You can have it if you choose to. So huge possibilities, huge expansion possible. the ability to see things and perceive one was not able to see and perceive before. And what he's mentioning to me as well is that I guess with each birthday we start a brand new cycle for ourselves. So it would make sense logically, look at me logically, that in the month of April, for those of you who have your birthday in April, there is going to be an opportunity for expansion because you are entering into a brand new cycle of your birth date. Okay, and some of you will have a lot more psychic activity. Your intuition is going to become much more stronger, and also you will be intuitively guided in the month of April and May. Not that you're not guided in any other time or at any other time, but I feel like that guidance will feel much more amplified. And what I sense is that when you step into yourself, when you accept yourself, when you allow yourself to be peaceful with who you are without comparing, that peace and harmony inevitably produces more awareness of being divinely guided. So that's actually very interesting, because it's also my sign, and I love hearing that. And I'm not thinking about me when I do these readings for Taurus. So this card, next card, is the card representing your relationships. So I'm going to hold the card. Oh my God, this is, guys, this is the last sign, and I've done them over the period of 3 weeks. I think this card comes up in half, if not more, of the readings. It is just bizarre. Like, it's just crazy. There are cards in this deck that have never come out, and it's just the most peculiar thing. And I use them all the time. And yeah, anyway. So this is birth. This is new ideas. This is you entering a brand new phase where you are birthing something new with regards to relationships. Whether it is because you are giving birth, whether it is to a human being, whether it is because your relationship that is established or will be established is entering a brand new phase of its existence. And this is positivity, because I feel this massive movement forward. Now, this movement forward. So if you are in an existing relationship and things have been hum-ho, it feels like in the month of April, there's a huge potential for your relationship to get a bit of a oomph in energy. Now, if we're talking about your acceptance of self and becoming more harmonious, obviously when we start changing our vibration within, our external environment is going to change as a result. There is no way around that. It's like science. So that's actually fantastic. If you are in a relationship that is not solidified by a strong commitment, you may be entering a phase, if you will, where you become much more committed, whether it is going to be through moving in together, whether it's going to be engagement, solidifying your relationship in some way that feels solid and grounded, and it has longevity to it. Okay, some of you are going to move in together, or you're looking at purchasing property together, or purchasing a brand new house. So there's definitely that in there. Now I'm seeing the sign stop. Why am I seeing the sign stop? I asked my guy, why am I seeing sign stop? Why are you showing me this? He says, stop procrastinating. So some of you, maybe you are the one who is going to be the driver in your relationship to take it to the next step, and you being urged to not procrastinate any longer. Okay, so obviously this is not going to apply to all of you, but there's going to be a substantial number of you who will resonate with this message. I'm also seeing money all over the place, and this is the next card. Career and money is next. But why am I seeing money here? I don't know why I'm seeing this in a relationship sector, but I feel like I'm being gifted money. I am being gifted money. So whoever you are, maybe your family is going to gift you money. Maybe you'll receive a gift of money. Somehow that's going to help your relationship. And this can take place in, this can translate in many different ways, but there's a gift here. There's a money component moving towards the relationship sector, and that's good. Now, let me just see, for those of you who are single, he says, they're waiting, wait no longer. So there is a potential to meet your mate or soulmate. Now, when I say the word soulmate, I purposely don't use labels. I'm a bit of a rebel that way. I don't like labels because, well, once we are labeled, we tend to live up to those labels, and that's not necessarily always a good thing. But the term soulmate came up. So for those of you who are looking for the one, there is a potential here between April and 3 months, April, May, June, to meet someone who is going to be the one. Okay, obviously this is not going to apply to all of you, but it will apply to those of you who are ready. He's talking about resistance. Why are you talking about resistance? He says, stop resisting the flow. Stop resisting the flow. What are they resisting? Some of you are resisting the process of transformation, he says. How is that? How are they stopping that? You are too rooted in your old ways. Okay, so some of you are going through a bit of a transformation when it comes to your ideas about relationships, okay? And those of you who are going through a transformation, you are being urged not to get stuck in your old ways, okay? Change your thinking, change your beliefs. Ask yourself some deep questions with regards to relationships and notice your patterns, notice what hasn't been working. Ask yourself why you attract what you attract, and start changing that at the very foundation, at the root. Okay, I don't want to get too much into it because it's getting way too long already, but that was a very specific, clear message to those of you who are meant to hear it. Okay, now the next card is about money and career. Again, I'm going to hold this. I can't believe it. These cards are repeating themselves. I know I sound like a broken record, but hey, it's me. Something big is coming with regards to money and career. It is unexpected. I feel I feel it's going to be unexpected for some of you. It has the potential to make you rise. Now, this is very interesting wording. And I hear the word leader. So some of you are going to be presented with opportunities that will allow you to rise to the occasion, to be seen as more of a leader or more of a leader than you currently are. When that happens, whether it is a promotion, whether it is a new career opportunity, whether it is a new endeavor or collaboration, whether somebody approaches you, I hear the word TV, and they want you to be on TV, work on some kind of a TV projects. There's a TV connected to it. Obviously, that's not for all of you. There is something here that has the potential to completely transform the way you do work, or the way you are in your business, or the way people see you in your business or in your work. That's really, really important. That's for some of you. Okay. With this comes a large sum of money, because I all of a sudden had this bag of money put in front of me with $sign on it, and it's big, it's heavy, and it's big. So there's definitely a potential there. Having said that, as I talk about it, I'm getting a headache, and to me, I hear the word pressure. So you may feel like you are beneath it. You may feel like you do not measure up. You may feel you are not up to the challenge. Look at this card again. The white in the center, to me, signifies light. There is divinity, there's divine guidance with whatever this is that's going to be presented to you. Now, you may have felt small at some point, but that is old news. And what I mean by this, I actually hear you have felt small most of your life. It is time for you to reject that belief, shed that coat or that skin, and step away from something that has confined you in the past. So definitely a change here. And maybe that's going to be because you're going to accept yourself. You're going to accept yourself as the individual that you are. And as a result, boom, opportunity will be presented to you seemingly out of nowhere. Okay. And there's money connected to it. I'm seeing a book. Some of you are writers, or you are being urged to write. And I believe this came out in other readings. So please check some of the other signs if you have your rising and your moon sign. See if that comes up as well. There's transitions for some of you in the career sector, and it's all connected to money. Are these good transitions? For most of you, or for the most part, these are good transitions. Actually, sorry, they're all good. For some of you, it will feel like you need to take a step back in order to jump up again way higher than where you have been before. So there may be a slight adjustment that you need to make, and it may feel a little bit restrictive or constricted, but that, whatever that adjustment is, it's very temporary, and it is necessary and important for the next step, which is way higher and way bigger than where you come from. Okay? And the constriction could be anything. It could be you are, give me an example of what it could be. Okay, the restriction could be you get no clients for the next little while because something is brewing in the background, and then it's going to shut up again. So that's going to make you feel a little bit restricted. It could also be that you need to make some time in your schedule that will financially feel a little bit restrictive or restricted in order to make the next jump. It could be that you need to step away from something and momentarily feel a bit of a pinch in order for you to take the next step up to whatever this opportunity is. It could be anything. It could be a gazillion different things. It's very difficult for me to come up with all, but that's just the way it's being shown to me. Don't be afraid of the change. Good things are coming to you. Now, I want to talk to those of you who have gone through layoffs or who've lost your jobs. And some of you have been out of work for quite some time. I'm actually hearing the word June, and you've been off since last June. Aside from the fact that you need patience, which I'm sure you don't want to hear at this point if you haven't secured anything yet, I feel like you're on the brink or an edge of getting whatever is next for you. But I feel it's more around May, or it's towards May, so it would be towards the end of April than the beginning of April. Okay, so for some of you, there is something that's coming up work-wise that will afford you the opportunity to stand up on your feet again. So this feels to me like those of you who are not working or who are looking to get better employment, and you've been like, oh, it's been hard, and you feel like you're losing hope. He says, don't give up, but you need to remain patient. There's something just on the horizon. Okay, and now let's move on, and let me just see if there's anything else here. Trust in yourself, in your abilities more than you have ever trusted in your life. Why? Because you need to be consistent with this. The reason why I need to be consistent with this is because the next step up, whatever that means for you, whatever that will be for you, will require you to be on your best behavior. And what I mean by this, you will have no luxury to go into self-doubting mode. You will have that won't happen. whatever this is, whatever the next step is, there will be no room for doubt. So you need to have faith, and you need to have a lot of hope and acceptance. If you accept yourself, if you accept your individuality, you'll be much more at peace, which will give you much more opportunity to be more confident and therefore less doubtful. I don't know, guys, wherever you're going, there is the definite step up for you in a career sector coming up in the next few months. For some of you, I see Mike in front of me, so maybe you will be presented with an opportunity to speak to larger audiences, and you cannot show doubt, and that's probably going to be the moment where you feel doubt the most. But forewarned is forearmed. Okay, so all good things. There's nothing bad that I see here. Actually, it's the opposite. Now, the next card is all about health, and here's the card. When I connect with this card, I feel like something is holding me back. This is health-wise. And I'm going to digest. I actually hear the word digestive. Interesting. What he's saying to me is that those of you who doubt, that is going to affect your digestive system. Let me just get a little bit clearer here. Some of you, so if you are someone who doubts yourself, notice if your digestive system is being a little bit wonky. Our digestive system is not just digesting food, it's also digesting emotions. So if you have a lot of emotions regarding low self-worth, low self-confidence, that will have an absolute effect on your guts. It just will. Especially if you are sensitive. Sensitive to rejection, anything of that sort. So again, acceptance of self is going to help with that, because once we accept ourselves, once we accept our differences, we are much less likely to compare ourselves, which then can cause us to feel doubtful about ourselves or feel like we're not as good. So that's the gut area here. That's the solar plexus. It's also the creativity department. Now, I was getting to for some of you, I'm clearly seeing you literally need to see you literally need to either clean your glasses, because I'm seeing he's clearing somebody's glasses, or you need to change your vision prescription because you can't see clearly, and as a result, you're getting a headache. Some of you who have a headache and don't wear glasses, please check your eyesight, because I feel like you are squinting and it's causing you headaches. But sometimes we don't even know we're squinting. It's just so automatic. It's hard for us to pinpoint. So that's an FYI, okay? I'm tuning into someone's back and their posture. And I feel like there is either scoliosis or something is, or maybe I'm just seeing it, the back is not straight. So for those of you who have challenges with your back, and I'm particularly seeing someone going, oh, lower back, go to chiropractor or check and see if there is anything going on there. And I also hear the words relief pressure. So some of you have challenges with your back because of the actual physical pressure of the work that you do. Some of you, it's the financial pressure that is causing your lower back challenges. So lower back and root chakra is connected, and challenges around root chakra and stability and security or safety, fears around that area will more often than not translate into challenges with money, which will often translate into challenges in lower back. And I've seen this with clients over the last 15 years of doing hypnotherapy and 10 years of doing this on pretty much regular basis. So again, this is not a diagnosis, but this is something for you to keep an eye on. And again, when we do the self-acceptance thing, when we stop comparing, things will flow much easier. But I'm not seeing anything that I worry about. Some of you, I'm seeing somebody checking your blood pressure. Okay, so make sure you stay consistent with your blood pressure. Blood pressure medication. If you are on blood pressure medication, make sure you stay consistent on it, and make sure you have regular doctor's visits. And that's exactly what he's saying here. Some of you, and this came up in another reading, so please check if maybe one of the other signs you know that reading also connects with. I see you throwing away some medication, whether it's because it's outdated or you don't need them anymore or you need a different prescription. Some of you need to change medication or get rid of some medication, and which one it is, I don't know, but you will have to figure that out. Okay, this is the second time he's saying this. It's something to do with ADD. For those of you who are on ADD medication or ADHD medication, there's something about the medication either not working for you, you're too sensitive, the dose needs to be adjusted, or you need different medication. There is something that's being pushed away. And I see this, and it's a prescription medication. So please check that. Some of you on anxiety, maybe you are on antidepressants, but I'm seeing it being pushed away. So obviously, I'm not saying stop taking medication. I would never, ever, ever say that. As a matter of fact, I would tell you to go to your doctor and discuss it with your doctor. But there's something about that needs adjustment, or you are feeling you need to wean yourself off of it, in which case you really need to speak to your doctor about this, okay? I actually hear whatever the medication you are on is no longer effective. It is ineffective or no longer effective. And so each one of you will feel what this is about. More likely than not, you already have a sense about it or a feeling about it. But whatever medication he's referring to, always check with your doctor, okay? And I'm sorry for being anal about this, but I really need to make sure that I say that. And I think that's all I have. Again, for those of you who are celebrating birthday in April, happy birthday. I hope you like the message. Please listen to it at the end of the month, because it'll make sense to you much more than it does at the beginning. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing. I enjoy reading your comments, so please comment if you would like to. And if you would like a private session, of course, that information is down below for you. I have included the links. And again, thank you so much. Happy birthday, happy April, and I look forward to seeing you in May. Take care.